All right, let's try this bad boy, number 4. I'm so interested. Okay, so k is a positive even integer. This is a tough one just because it looks intimidating, but I have a feeling it's not going to be so bad, right? Because we already basically have it in the form that's ready to be integrated. Right, we have, I always like rewriting it in my own handwriting. So this 9k basically is just the same thing as n. Right? Like when we, again, we're always trying to get everything into the form that looks like this, right? We always want u n du. So u is t, du is dt. The only tricky part is, n, which is 9k. So the integral here will just be t nk, or 9k plus 1 1 to negative 1. And then minus, I guess this is where it's a little tricky. I have minus 1 So how do we handle this? So let's just clean this up. It's a common denominator, right? So I kind of have, I guess I could clean it up a little bit and say nk plus 1. So in order to kind of figure that out, I'm just going to substitute in a value. K is a positive even integer. Means 2 would be the smallest value. So what happens if k is 2? So then I have 1 to the power of, well, if it's 2, then that means that it's 18 plus 1, so 19, minus negative 1 to the 19 over 19. So because it's to a, like 1 to the 19 is 1. Negative 1 to the 19 is negative 1, right? Because if it was an even number here, then it would be plus 1, but it's always going to be an odd number. The exponent's always going to be an odd number because it's always going to be plus 1. So it's going to be 1 plus 1. If k is 2, the answer is 2 over 19. What if k is 4? Just for kicks here, what do we get if k is 4? Well, I think it's going to be the exact same thing up top. Instead of 18, it's going to be 36, so 37. So you have 1 to the 37. So in this case, the same answer, except the denominator has changed. It's always going to be 2 up top. As I keep changing this to 6 and so on, the only thing that's changing is down below here. So my answer, I think, is it's always going to be 2 over nk plus 1. You just say, all right, what happens if it is a positive 1? You don't have to keep that in there. You just say, okay, what happens if it's 2? What happens if it's 4? What happens if it's 6? And then you see a pattern there.